Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rick's Blazin Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yo, what's up? You know what it is. You know who it is, Rick Blaze. Another episode of Rick's Blazin Takes underway. It is Thursday, or Thursday. Thursday. And we got a lot going on in SimWorld. It's getting high in her. And I don't know where all these silly play on words coming from, but again, you know I'm not gonna press stop, so it is what it is. All right, let's recap some games from yesterday. Starting early in the morning, we had Middle East versus Africa. Middle East pulled it out. Good win for Middle East. They need it. When you're losing that many games and your record is what it is, every win is a huge win, right? You just want to prove to yourself and to the league that you can compete. And so Middle East went ahead and did that. Low key, my man, the point guard, more Baskas. Hey, tag, he was it on that game. My man was looking like a highlight reel during that game, man. So shout out to Middle East for that. Africa, it's been the same story. They've come out strong in the beginning, and then they wither away at the end. Abdul Rauf had 14 and 3 assists, and so they dropped that game. Also on yesterday, it was some other good quality games. Queen City versus Random Trays. Random Trays pulled that out. Nick Beal, I believe this may be his season high, 24 points on 11 to 19 shooting. Of course, Jafet Towns does this thing, and Scott Durant had 18 for Queen City. Southeast Select and Bad Boys. Southeast Select pull out the victim on. Bad Boys, again, I don't believe in Phenom like that. And Bad Boys usually go only as well as Phenom goes. And that don't really do it for me. So Southeast Select pulls it out. Baldridge, we had a Keontae Baldridge sighting with 17 points. Let me say this about Baldridge. And this is why this wasn't even part of my topic. I'm just making a left turn really quick. This is why those summer league games and those 3-on-3s and any unorganized basketball, you got to take with a grain of salt. In the summer league, before the season started, Keandre Baldridge looked like Amari Stoudemire. He was unstoppable in the summer league. He was faster than everybody else. He could jump. He could shoot. He could dunk. He was dominating. He was physical. He looked like the next coming of Stat. That hasn't translated this season. That has not translated this season during the games. I don't know if it's because of the offense. I don't know if it's because of the coaches. I don't know what the reason is. But I thought Baldridge was going to be a top 10 big this year. I'm not going to lie to you. Based on what he did in the summer league. So that's why these 3-on-3s and these park 5-on-5s, that's cool. It's cute. But Baldridge has shown me that is cute, but that's not where it counts. You got to put it in between the lines for real. When the crowd is out there, when other players got something on the line, when coaches out there game planning, that's when you're balling. That's when you really see who can ball and who cannot. So I'm not saying Baldridge can't ball. I'm just saying he was a top 10 guy for me coming into the season, and that hasn't been the case. All right, Beast of the East and Run DMV, very good game. I did have Run DMV winning this game. Go check the stats on me for that. Hugo, another big game, 22 points, 12 boards. Cully also had a solid game, 18 points, 12 boards, and 4 dimes. H-Town, I don't know what happened. H-Town, I don't know what happened, but y'all club came in and ran through you. Ran through you like an enema. I don't know what happened to H-Town. Bianco, 20 points. Ism just made his choice for college. Dropped 12 points and 8 rebounds in the win. Gulf Coast lockdown, and the North Gulf Coast pulled it out. 10-point game. I like, hey, these boys from Gulf Coast playing hard. Coach Pope got these guys playing hard. I'm sorry, not Coach Pope. Coach Hyman got these guys playing hard. And I like what they're doing. Their offensive philosophy seems to be changing a little bit, though. I have noticed that. Coach Hyman is not really having De'Aaron Cruz as the focal point as he was in the beginning of the year. Don't ask me about that. I have no idea. You have to talk to Coach Hyman behind that. But I do see Young stepping up. Suno Chopper, who I like his game a lot, very versatile player, stepping up. Reminds me of a Josh Howard that used to play for the Mavericks. He did a little bit of everything for that team. Very good player. Probably was an underrated player in my opinion. But any Mavericks fans remember that Josh Howard, those Howard boys that was on the team. Was it two guys named Howard? Two guys named Josh. Don't remember. But it was like two guys that had similar names. But Josh Howard was the one that did a little bit of everything for that Mavericks team. That's who Suno Chopper reminds me of. Does a little bit of everything for that team. Then we had Lakeshore Drive versus Showtime. Showtime handled business. Bronny only 15 points. Only 7 for 12 shots. That's scary for the league. If Showtime is, I've said this before, if Showtime is winning and Bronny James is only playing 21 minutes and only is taking 12 shots, that's scary. That means they winning as a team now. That means other guys are doing their thing now. Well, I guess when you hold the team down to 49 points, I guess you don't got to do much of anything. But Showtime with the win. Bronny with 15, 3 and 3. Yams with 8 points, 13 boards, and 2 blocks on 4 of 7 shooting. I wish they get that man some more shots. He's shooting like 54% on the season. I wish they give him some more shots. Anyway, all right. So Showtime do handle their business there. The late game, Oceana and Heartland. Oceana's been playing really good ball, man. Timeout. Oceana's been playing really good ball. And I know Heartland, I've been giving Coach Skinny his props about their defensive efforts and the fact that they've looked a whole lot better on offense. But shout out to Oceana. Playing really good ball. And I'm going to give you one other little nugget. Cole Webb been low-key busting y'all ass for a minute now. Cole Webb been low-key busting y'all ass for a little minute now. I'm just saying. Go back and check it. He been low-key busting ass for a little minute now. He ain't just jumped on the scene. People might be just now giving them their credit because they're winning. You know, winning kind of brings more of attention. But he been low-key busting heads for quite some time. All right, so let's take a look at the race of one because it's getting tight and it's becoming closing time. It's almost time for some of these players and coaches to kiss their families or kiss their teammates goodbye and have a great summer because their time is winding up. Some of you guys and teams, your time is winding up. Most teams have about 7 games or less left in the season. And for some of you guys, your time is winding up. You should have your bags almost packed. You should be planning your vacations. Coaches, you should be telling your wives. You should be telling your side wives, your side pieces, and your side chicks that the season's almost over. You got to go home to your real wife. So that party is almost over too. Because some of y'all, a lot of y'all, time is winding up. But for those of us who are still going to remain playing, let's look at what we have so far. In the Legacy Conference, I'm going to break this down 2 parts. I'm going to do Legacy Conference today, and then I'm going to do the Legend Conference on tomorrow. We have right now as it stands, Originators 1, Rocky Mountain 2, Gotham 5-3, Run DMV 4, Beast 5, BTA 6, Rain and Trade 7, and Atlantis is number 8. So let's take a look at the number 1 versus number 8 matchup as it stands today. I just think Originators just going to just do their thing. I think they're overall the best team in SimWorld. So I'm not worried about them. I think the number 1 through 8 matchup, I think Originators take it. I like the Atlantis team. I think they're real scrappy. I think they're sneaky good, but I think Originators just way too much, especially inside. 2 versus 7, Rocky Mountain versus Rain Trade. This is gonna be a really exciting game. Both teams play a similar type of ball. It's a close one. The combination, if Rain and Trade's combo guards of Towns and Kevon Jackson, if they do their thing, they win this game. But sometimes Kevon Jackson plays like Randy Jackson, and then he doesn't show up. Sometimes he plays like the 5th or 6th Jackson, and not number 1 or number 2. So if Kevon Jackson turns into Randy Jackson, then Rocky Mountains win this. If Kevon Jackson becomes plays like Kevon Jackson, I like Randy Trace with actually an upset at the 7th spot. 3 versus 6, Gotham G5 versus BTA. Another really good matchup, man. All these games are gonna be really, really good. I haven't had pressure on God. I like the way BTA is playing lately. I have to say that. I like how Coach Kuzma is giving Tyson Simpson the damn ball often. That formula keeps you in the game at all times with any team. Oh man, I'm on the spot, so you can see I haven't pre-looked at these. I haven't pre-made a decision or nothing. I would give Gotham a slight advantage in that, but I do like BTA. I wouldn't be shocked if BTA pulled up an upset, but I would give Gotham 5 a slight advantage. All right, and then number 4, number 5, Run DMV versus Beast of the East. I think this is 2 really good teams. I think this is a situation where the old Red Sox versus the old Yankees, and I feel like the Beast is saying the same thing Pedro said. The Yankees are my daddy. I think Coach Drayden is going to say, hey, Coach Murray is my daddy. Ron DMV is my daddy. We have a really good team, but for whatever reason, we can't seem to shake these boys. We can't seem to get the upper hand on these boys for real. So I think Run DMV currently occupies free space in Beast of the East's head, and I think Run DMV pulls that one out. Last verses before we go. Give me your opinions in this. My picks so far. You think they're right? You think they're wrong? You agree? You disagree? Let me know. Put it in the Discord. Last verses. Then you give me your opinion of this. I was talking to a friend, and I have to know this is a very important matchup that I'm really close. It's very close on who will win. Usher versus Chris Brown in a versus matchup. Oh, Usher versus Chris Brown in a versus matchup. Who wins? Put your comments in the Discord. Put it in the thread. I want to hear about it. I got an opinion about that. I'll follow it up on tomorrow. See y'all then. Peace.